Should the man or the woman pay for dinner, or should they go Dutch? On a first date or on subsequent dates? I just bought this from Amazon. Isn't that cute? Let me put that in my bath. Okay, I'm going to give some reasons for and against because I don't really think there's a right answer. I just think, um, okay, there are people who are very traditional who think that the man should always pay for the date. And then there are people who are more like in the very more modern era who say, well, the time of men paying for dates, I need to keep this, is antiquated because men paid at a time when women didn't earn money and women were basically housewives or had really low paying jobs. But now that women are earning money as much as men or more than men, women can pay for half the dates. Okay, so those are the two opposite extremes. I like Matthew Hussey. I looked up what he had to say about it. And he's actually pretty deep. If you've ever listened to him being interviewed on YouTube and stuff, he suggests that the woman offers to pay half and sees what the man does. Some people say, well, if the man asks the woman out, he should pay. And some men say, I don't even take a woman to dinner unless I really like her because I don't want to spend that much money on her if I don't really like her. And there are women who could just take advantage of me, just wanting me to take them to dinner. I don't like to spend my money like that unless I really like a woman. I want to make sure she likes me for me. I will say this. When I was first divorced, I used to want to go Dutch. I used to want to meet men like halfway. I was just used to doing things halfway when I was married. And a couple people really talked me out of it. It took them a long time. And I thought, well, maybe I'm doing it all wrong. Maybe I should have the man pay and drive to me. And then I kind of got used to doing it that way. But I did go on a couple dates with a gentleman that I never kissed. On the first date, he paid for lunch. On the second date, I took him to a really nice restaurant and I paid for dinner. And I was happy to pay for dinner. We never even kissed or had sex. I just wanted to pay for him. I have had the young man that I was dating in January, I had him come over here for dinner. And then the next time he took me out. So I don't think it has to go a certain way. And I certainly wasn't resentful. I think that women, if we like a man, will cook for him and have him come over for dinner. I have talked to a man who said that he felt used by women just wanting to be taken to dinner and ordering the most expensive item on the restaurant. So it gave me a lot of sympathy for the man's point of view. By the way, these are not even real candles. My tea candles are still being shipped. Naturally, I think it's fair if the man does pay for dinner that the woman invites him for dinner. There should be some reciprocity on the part of the woman, I think, to show that her appreciation as well. I'm really willing to go either way on this one. I don't think there's a right or a wrong. It would make sense at the beginning of the date to ask, are you paying? Are we going Dutch? What's your dating style? Do you think the man should pay? Do you think the woman should pay? I was kind of on a little bit of a mode of a man has to take me to dinner as a first date because I was so tired of time wasters. Maybe that was me being a little bit guarded. Maybe it's okay to just meet for coffee. I used to meet men for coffee, meet for a drink. But above all, I really think whatever we do on a first date or any date, that there be no expectations. Like, I am cooking for you, so you owe me. I'm taking you to dinner, so you owe me. I don't think that's good. And probably if I feel like I would owe someone something, it's better to just say no and suggest something different. I could see that if somebody has more money, they might feel comfortable just paying for dinner. But again, people with a lot of money often don't know if they're valued for who they are. So especially for people like that, it's really nice for the woman to just say, I'll pay for half, so that he knows you're there because you like him, not just because he's paying for you. I think it's tricky for men. They feel like, does she really like me? Or does she like the stuff I'm paying for? And often, it could be a combination of things. A woman might think, well, does he really like me, or does he just like my big boobs? Or in the end, I really don't know. I will say this. I think it's very nice for a man to open the door for a woman. I think that's really nice, and a woman to be appreciative. One more thing, too, on the dating thing. John Gray recommends that women date at least 3 men at a time without being intimate and just decide who we like. But I have a problem with that because I know men always ultimately want sex. I don't want to lead them on if I know I'm not going to fuck them. And I have had men ask me for second dates, and I just didn't want to go on a second date. Sorry, John Gray. If I know I'm not going to fuck this guy because he's too chubby or he's got too many issues with his ex-wives or some kind of a boring life, I don't think I'm going to get around to liking him, and I don't really want to spend time with that person. For me, it's about who do I want to spend time with. I don't think that's really a good idea. But what do you guys think? Who should pay for the dates, and should we be dating people to have dating experiences if we're absolutely sure we're not ever going to want to fuck this person or get in a relationship with this person? And also, what do you think about this? Isn't this beautiful, zen-like, calming? I think I'll make that my cover photo. Thank you for watching my video.